Yo, what is going on, pals? This is failing YouTuber Marvin, and I have for you guys today another YouTube gameplay. The gameplay you guys are going to be watching in the background is an 82-13 gameplay, I think. Black Ops 3 domination, really nothing too special about it, but I don't think anybody really cares too much about the gameplay anyway. With the Infinite Warfare beta being out for PlayStation stuff, a lot of people playing it, uploading gameplay of that, and I'm just gonna say right now, guys, I'm not about to drop $500 of my dollars on a PlayStation 4 so I can buy it on PS4 as well, just so I can play the beta a week earlier, not to mention the controllers. I swear, PlayStation controllers were designed to fit a 6-year-old Asian girl's hands, and I got huge hands, so that's not about to be happening. Anyway, beyond that, I haven't really had any time to play Call of Duty recently anyway. As you guys could see from the title, I quit my job. I'm going to be going into full detail of what's been going on with me for the past 3 weeks, because that's about how long it's been since I've uploaded. But first of all, I just wanted to say, I think it's really stupid how some things get a lot of views on YouTube. Usually if they're negative or something bad happens to someone, people want to see it. And then if something good happens, nobody really wants to see it. Nobody really cares. I just think it's really dumb, and I really don't like it. So I'm going to reference back to a video I posted 4, maybe 5 months ago, I'm not really sure, but it was titled, I Got a Job. I'll show the thumbnail up on the screen. I had the guy from Fallout giving his little thumbs up sign. It was a pretty good, well-designed thumbnail, and it got under 300 views. It's like, you know, people didn't really care that something good happened to me, that I got a job, but I'm willing to bet this is going to get a whole lot of views, because people are like, whoa, what happened? He quit his job. What happened? Did some bullshit go down, you know? And people, you know, just because it's something that is bad, you know, quitting a job as opposed to getting one, people are going to want to instantly come and view it. Obviously, I can't tell exactly what's going to happen. I can't predict the future, but I'm willing to bet that this video is going to get 400, 500 plus views, and I just think it's really dumb that if something bad happens in the video, people instantly flock to it, but if it's something good, people can't ever be happy for the person uploading it, you know? Now, obviously, I am going to have more subs at the time of posting this than when I posted that other video. It doesn't really matter that much because my views have been pretty consistently, slowly going up, but not that much. So anyway, now I'm going to go into the explanation of why I quit Five Guys. And actually, this wasn't an entirely bad thing. Actually, it was overall a pretty good thing. It did make me kind of sad that I quit because I knew all the people that worked there. We were all pretty much cool except for like 1 or 2 people, and I think those people, yeah, those people quit a good while ago. So I was cool with like everyone that was there besides one of the managers who was just always a dickhead to me, and it was pretty funny because I would always mess with him for the last week because I knew I was going to be quitting. So anyway, the job is in electrical construction. If I sound weird at all, guys, I'm still kind of sick. I've been sick for the past like week or so. I've had a runny nose and stuff, so if I sound weird at all, that's the reason why. Anyway, this job, I'm not going to go into like extreme detail on how much I get paid, but I am going to give you guys a couple hints, okay? First hint, it's in the teens. Second hint, it's the same number as the age 99% of the Call of Duty community acts. I'm pretty sure all of you guys know how much I get paid now. And anyway, I've also been getting a whole lot of overtime, which is the entire reason I haven't been uploading. The week before last, I worked 7 days that week, 68 hours. Man, if I only had gotten that 1 more hour, would have had that 69 hours, magic number. Anyway, whole lot of money coming in, man. I've been making more dough than the bakery. I got that double pay going on a Sunday that I worked because it was 60 plus hours a week. If you guys don't know, that's how any job works. If you work over 60 hours in a week, you get double pay. So my pay got doubled. As you guys can imagine, that paycheck was pretty high up there. And I've been pretty happy about that because it's a weekly paycheck, which is just so motivating because you know that, you know, you're getting your money pretty much as soon as the week's over. It's a couple days after it because I guess they got to process how much everybody made and send the paychecks out and stuff. But anyway, weekly paychecks are dope. So obviously, this is a more high-up job. It's the kind of job, you know, you're going to see middle-aged people working, you know, older people working in this trade. When Five Guys, it's pretty much all people around my age and younger than me, for the most part, besides maybe a few managers, right? So, naturally, I don't relate to these people as much. You know, some of these people have wives, kids, stuff like that. You know, they're like in their 30s, 40s. A few people are in their 20s, but overall, I'd say I'm probably the youngest person on the entire job site. So it's definitely a different environment, but I'm definitely cool with the people I work with. You know, one of my foremen is what they're called. They're kind of like managers there. You know, they're the higher-up people in the company, basically. He calls me baby boy. We just joke around quite a bit. Everybody's saying I'm super fresh because, you know, I'm 18 years old. Most of them are like double that. And, you know, I'm just like, I'm fresher than a breath mint, man. And it's pretty true. I'm fresher than a breath mint at that job. And I gotta say, man, I feel really happy to have gotten a job like this at age 18. At age 18, most people are either, you know, working at a place like Five Guys or maybe baby in college, you know, just racking up those student loans and just getting dollars and dollars in debt. Oh yeah, I didn't mention this, but after 7 years at this company, you make about 100 grand a year. I think it's 90 grand a year. So this is just as good pay as people that go through 6-8 years of college to get. They are balls deep in student debt, and you know, I've had so many people tell me stories about, you know, going to college and they had to drop out because they had too many student loans they had to pay off. And I gotta say, man, it really does suck, but you know, if you get scholarships, it's a little better. Either way, college is just gonna put you in a whole lot of debt, and that's what really does suck about college. I've never actually gone to college myself, and I'm really glad I got this job because it eliminates the need to go to college to get a good job. It's just really cool. So anyway, they do actually have this program called an apprenticeship program there, where it takes 3 years to get that point where you're making $90,000 a year, and it is kind of hard to get into, but I'm definitely going to try to get into it. And you literally get paid to sit in a classroom. No joke, guys, for 2 days out of the week for 8 hours, you sit in a classroom and you get paid for it. Complete opposite of college. It'll be amazing to get into that program. Like I said, I'm really thrilled to have gotten into this job. However, it's taken up a lot of my time. It's about an hour drive down there. Because where I live, there's no really good jobs, but then if I move to live where that job is, it would be really expensive to live there, which is why pretty much everybody commutes to work. I think some of my coworkers drive like 2 hours to work. But overall, it's a pretty fun job. Basically, what we do is, it's electrical construction, so we do some electrical work, you know, wiring and stuff like that, but I don't know too much about that, so I work in a crew where there are some sea cans or storage containers, kind of like that map on COD 4 Shipment. I think you guys know what I'm talking about. Anyway, it's receiving and distributing materials, so that's the kind of work I've been doing. It's out on a construction site, so we gotta have protective equipment, the hard hat, safety glasses, gloves, all that kind of thing. And you really do have to be careful, make sure you're safe. It's pretty fun though, because a lot of the work I do is refilling generators with diesel. And you do have to be careful so you don't get diesel on yourself, but we get to drive around in these buggies, and it's pretty fun. They're kind of like four-wheelers, but a little bit bigger. You get to drive them around on the construction site. Unfortunately, you can't go too fast. I think they said you can't go more than 10 miles per hour. Some people like to speed around in them. I'm honestly not messing with it, guys. Like, as fun as it would be to just be childish, I'm not going to risk getting in trouble at my work. That's just not a good idea. But anyway, 2 weeks in, I've already developed, like, this inside joke with this one guy who was asking for a ride, and me and my coworker were in the buggy, and we're driving around filling up all the generators, and he asked for a ride back to where the sea cans were. And we ride back there, and he's asking, hey, is your foreman your boss? Is he a nice guy? And I'm like, oh yeah, he's the best boss ever. And I'm just like stressing the point. I'm making it really loud because my boss was like 10 feet away from us, so I know he could hear me. And then right as we pull up, my boss says to us, why are you giving him a ride? This isn't a chauffeur service here. So, like, he starts being a dick kind of right as I say that, and obviously he could tell, the guy that we gave a ride to, he could tell we're joking, but now it's just our inside joke every single time I see him and we're in the buggy. I'm like, hey man, you want a ride? So it's just our inside joke. It's pretty funny, and I've definitely made some friends there, but at the same time, a lot of people are older than me, so it's definitely a different environment. So, I don't know if I've really told you about this, but I've rapped for some of my coworkers back at Five Guys, and I've even rapped for them the times that I've come in to, like, return my shirts and stuff. And for my new coworkers, I've been rapping for them, too. So, I work with a lot of black people, and I thought it was, like, a common stereotype that, you know, white boys can't rap or whatever, but I've, like, freestyled for them quite a bit, and they were actually kind of impressed with how good I was at freestyling, so I thought that was pretty funny. By the way, guys, I probably will be doing some rap videos pretty soon, so, look out for that. However, I'm probably gonna be doing weekly uploads now, if even. It kind of depends on the ratings I get, really. But if you guys do want to stay in touch with me, hit me with a follow on Twitter. I always try to follow you guys back, and I talk on Twitter quite a bit, but I don't have time to upload anymore just because I've been working like 60 hours a week. Anyway, the most annoying parts of the job have got to be these two things. Getting up really early in the morning, because the job starts at 6, and that's when I need to be there, and it's like an hour drive, like I said, so I end up getting up at 4:20 in the morning. That's always when I set my alarm specifically, and that can be kind of annoying, as well as the drive down there. You know, it's just irritating being in traffic, and then there's just some stupid drivers, man. Like, some people just won't signal when they're trying to change lanes, and like, here I am, you know, I'm speeding up in my lane, this guy tries to pull out in front of me, and doesn't use his signal, and man, I'm telling you, when I get rich, when I become a millionaire from this job, which will happen eventually, I'm guaranteeing that. Anyway, if I ever do become super rich, right, and you know, I'm driving my car, it's still gonna be a cheap car, because that's how you get rich. You don't drop all your money on expensive cars. I am going to ram this person, this bad driver from behind, harder than my future wife. You know, I'm just gonna slam into them, and you know, it's their fault because they didn't signal, so they're gonna be paying a shit ton of money. I'm kidding, guys. Don't ever do that. Don't start a car accident just for the hell of it. So overall, the job is actually pretty easy. I was expecting, you know, $13 an hour. If you guys didn't already catch on from the hints before, that's pretty much what I'm getting paid, as well as time and a half for overtime, all that other stuff. So I'm making some really nice paychecks. So I was expecting, you know, I'm getting paid well. This job's probably going to be really hard, but I gotta say, man, this job is easier than fucking Zoe Burger. Okay, let me stop joking around here. I will have thrown up a picture on screen probably if you guys don't know who that is. She's a streamer that literally twerks just so she can get viewers and shit like that. But anyway, let me stop joking around here. It's a pretty easy job. I was actually expecting it to be a lot harder. A lot of the job does involve lifting objects. I was lifting this wire and it was all spun up on this wheel, and my boss was there and I was like, you know, he can't really lift it. So I'm just like, I come up to him and I'm like, hey, can I give this a shot real quick? Pick that shit up like it's nothing. This thing probably weighs 200 pounds, and he was pretty impressed. So that's definitely a good thing if I'm impressing my boss, you know. Overall, I gotta say, lifting any kind of object, I don't hit the gym because I don't have time to anymore, right? And I don't even lift, you know. Do you even lift, bro? No, I don't lift, but I can still lift you up, buddy. So overall, as you guys can probably tell by what I'm saying here, I'm not having too much trouble with the job. Yeah, it's kind of rough working these like 11-hour shifts, getting all that overtime, but you know, I'm making the money. That's what I gotta do. I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed with how responsible I've been, because I gotta say, I would really prefer to go home at, you know, 2 o'clock instead of 5 o'clock and go play some Call of Duty for a few hours. I'm an adult now. I gotta do what I gotta do. But anyway, I had one more thing I wanted to talk about before I end off the video, and it's people of different ethnicities. So, I'm not racist in any way, shape, or form here. You know, I'm totally cool. I've got a lot of black coworkers, work with some people that are Mexican. We're all cool. But one thing I'll never understand is these people that slur their words and stuff. Now, it's not all of them, but some of them do it. And it's nothing against them. I slur my words sometimes. You know, everyone just needs to slow down a little bit. But, like, let's just say, for example, the designer guy, right? The rapper dude. And I'm actually going to show up a video on screen right now. I'm just going to play the audio, actually, right now. It's basically him talking through the Panda song or whatever. And you still can't understand the motherfucker. Here, I'm just going to go ahead and play the audio right now.
I said, I got broads in Atlanta, twisting dope lean in the Fanta, credit cards in the scammers.
Okay, so now I'm actually going to go ahead and show that video where they show the lyrics up on screen.
I said, I got broads in Atlanta, twisting dope lean in the Fanta, credit cards in the scammers.
Okay, so you know you're bad at pronouncing words when you need to throw up lyrics on the screen for talking the words of your song.
Hope your killers understand me.
Nobody understands you. Okay, so that was pretty much all of the video. I just kind of wanted to update you guys, you know, let you guys know what's been going on the past 3 weeks of my life. I haven't had a day off in about 17 days. This is the first day I've had off, and I decided to bring you guys a video. I didn't have to, so if you guys did enjoy the video, I would appreciate if you guys left a like on it, maybe leave me a comment on what type of videos you guys would like to see in the future. I do have quite a few different types of videos planned, but the problem is, obviously, I don't have very much time to be making videos anymore because I've got a full-time job now. So like I said, if you guys do want to interact with me, hit me with a follow on Twitter and other social media. I do talk on there, mostly Twitter. Anyway, be sure to subscribe for more if you guys haven't already, and I want every single one of you guys to have a sexy day.